Hello everyone, this is Sarfaraz here. As you know that I have started making videos, a series of videos of class 10 English, and this is the second lesson. The topic Nelson Mandela, and the subtitle you can say Long Walk to Freedom, written by Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. So you can memorize the spelling of Rolihlahla. Okay, so we should uh, complete this lesson in this video. Before you read, you can see a new word is there, apartheid. Apartheid is a political system that separates people according to their race. So you can say a system in which there is a discrimination in the name of race, in the name of color. Okay, so apartheid is like discrimination. Okay, so that was found in recently in South Africa, and it was also found in the United States after the Second World War. Okay, so there is a question for you. Have you heard of Nelson Mandela? Mandela and his African National Congress spent a lifetime fighting against apartheid. Mandela had to spend 30 years. So there is a point for you. 30 years in prison. Finally, democratic elections were held in South Africa in 1994, and Mandela became the first black president of a new nation. That was not a new lesson, but the government was new, and that's why this is called a new lesson, because the colonies, the British colonies, got defeated in that election, and the white supremacy was gone forever and ever. So that's why it is called a new nation. Now you can see in this context extract from his autobiography Long Walk to Freedom, Mandela speaks about a historic occasion, the inauguration. So inauguration, it's like a program, it's like a celebration, and in that inauguration you will find many new things. So there is a report of BBC, just I am going to read it, just try to understand. Mandela becomes South Africa's first black president. So this is the heading of that news. Mandela becomes South Africa's first black president. Nelson Mandela has become South Africa's first president after more than 3 centuries of white rule. So after more than 3 centuries of white rule, Mr. Mandela's African National Congress party won 252 and out of 400 seats in the first democratic elections of South Africa. The inauguration ceremony took place in the Union Buildings amphitheater in Pretoria today. So you have to memorize the word Pretoria also, attended by politicians and dignitaries from more than 140 countries around the world. So these are the points to keep in head. Never again will this beautiful land experience the oppression of any of one by another, said Nelson Mandela in his address, in his speech. That was a quotation of his speech. Never again will this beautiful and experience, land, the beautiful land experience the oppression of one by another. Next paragraph, jubilant scenes on the streets of Pretoria followed the ceremony with blacks, whites, coloreds celebrating together. More than 1 lakh South African men, women, children of all races sang and danced with joy. So these are the points we have to keep in our head, in our mind. Okay, so there were not only men, there were not only women, there were children also. So this is a report of BBC published after the election. Okay, now there is a work for you to just make a guess and match each expression with an appropriate meaning. So a rainbow gathering of different colors and nations, the seat of white supremacy, be overwhelmed with a sense of history, resilience that defies the imagination, a glimmer of humanity, a twilight existence. See, 10th May dawned bright and clear. 10th May. For the past few days, I had been pleasantly besieged by dignitaries and world leaders who were coming to pay their respects before the inauguration. The inauguration would be the largest gathering ever of international leaders on South African soil. Okay. So in this first paragraph, he talks about the day, 10th day. Okay, 10th day of May. Dawned, started, bright and cleared, and he was surrounded. He was besieged. Okay, he was besieged by dignitaries and world leaders in that program. That was the largest gathering ever. Okay, and there were the international leaders. The ceremonies took place in the lovely sandstone amphitheater. Lovely sandstone amphitheater formed by the Union Buildings in Pretoria. So you have to memorize Union Buildings in Pretoria. For decades, this had been the seat of white supremacy, and now it was the site of rainbow gathering of different colors. So a rainbow gathering of different colors and nations for the installation of South Africa's first democratic and non-racial government. So the the program was held in Union Buildings in Pretoria, and that was decorated. There were many people, many races, many nations, dignitaries, all those there, all those people were there to install a new government, a democratic government that would be non-racial. So there would be no difference between white and black. Okay. Amphitheater, a building without a roof with many rows of seats rising in steps. So this is it's like a building over there. There would be no roof, just like the court. Okay, the typical of ancient Greece and Rome. Okay. On that day, lovely autumn day, I was accompanied by my daughter Zenani on the podium. Mr. De Klerk was first sworn in as second deputy president. So the program was started. There was my daughter Zenani. So you have to memorize the spelling Zenani and name also. And Mr. De Klerk was about to be appointed as a second deputy president. So there was an election, first the second deputy president. There would be two deputy presidents. So this was the second deputy president, Mr. De Klerk or Mr. De Klerk. Okay. This is a picture of Nelson Mandela. Thabo Mbeki was sworn in as the first deputy president. When it was my turn, I pledged to obey and uphold the constitution. So first, second deputy president, then first deputy president Thabo Mbeki, and then I was given. It was my turn. He's talking about himself. He pledged to obey and uphold the constitution, and he devoted himself to the well-being of the republic and its people, and to the assembled guests and the watching world. He said. So what he said? Listen, the speech. I'm going to just read it. Today, all of us do, by our presence here, confer glory and hope to newborn liberty. Out of the experience of an extraordinary human disaster that lasted too long must be born a society of which all humanity will be proud. We, who were outlaws not so long ago, have today been given the rare privilege to be hosts to the nations of the world on our own soil. We thank all of our distinguished international guests for having come to take positions with the people of our country of what is, after all, a common victory for justice, for peace, for human dignity. We have at last achieved our political emancipation. We pledged ourselves to liberate all our people from the continuing bondage of poverty, deprivation, suffering, gender, and other discrimination. Never, never, and never again shall it be that this beautiful land will again experience the oppression of one another, of one by another. The sun shall never set on so glorious a human achievement. Let freedom reign. God, God bless Africa. So this was the speech delivered by Nelson Mandela. Okay. So what he says that yes, we the people were the outlaws, but we are being selected as a yes, the ruling persons. Okay, ruling dignitaries. All of us do our presence here, confer glory and hope to newborn liberty. So he is talking about his own nations as a newborn liberty out of the experience of extraordinary human disasters. So that the more than 300 years, there was exploitation of black people. So that's why those exploitations is being referred here as a human disaster. Okay. And in the second paragraph, he thanks all of his distinguished international guests for having come to take positions with the people of South Africa. Okay, and he is telling that yes, we the people are gathered here for a common victory, and the victories of justice, the victories of peace, the victories of human dignity. Okay, and he is talking about the political emancipation. So before this government, there was the black people were not allowed to many privileges. Okay, now uh, he and his people are allowed to take participate. Okay, to take part in any election. Okay, so political emancipation was there, freedom from any kind of restriction. And previously they were deprived of there was deprivation, there was suffering, there was discrimination in the name of gender, race, color. Okay, never again. He is so firm, having a firm belief that never again shall it be that this beautiful land will again experience the oppression of one. He's talking about the zulm, he is talking about the exploitation, that those days are gone. Okay. The sun shall never set on so glorious a human achievement. The sun shall never set on so glorious a human achievement. Okay. Let freedom reign. God bless Africa. So, Africa Zindabad, like that. Okay. So, there is a question for you. So, two questions are there. Oral comprehension check. The first question: where did the ceremonies take place? Pretoria. Can you name any public buildings? Yes, amphitheater buildings or union buildings. But he is talking about India, so for India you have to test. The many speeches are done on Lal Killa and Lal Killa, and that are made of sandstone. And can you say now that 10th May is an autumn day? Why? Can you say how 10th May is an autumn day in South Africa? So, just due to the season, okay, 10th May is an autumn day in South Africa. So, this is the first video. Just wait for the next video. Okay, next part from the same lesson, and just wait. Thank you very much for your patience and listening and watching this video. Thank you very much. Keep learning and keep progressing. Okay, so thank you.